Your hands are sweating. Your heart starts racing. Your breathing is getting heavy. Your mind is scattered thinking about everything that's going on. Your mouth is open, but no words are coming out. These are some symptoms of general anxiety and what people deal with in their everyday lives. Even though some people not might believe anxiety exists, many people suffer from it every day. Some of you might even suffer from it or know somebody that does. The National Institute of Mental Health says about 40 million Americans are affected with these disorders, causing them to be uncertain. Many people ask, what is anxiety? How does anxiety affect your life? And how do you manage it? Some of you guys are probably asking, what in the world is anxiety? Well, anxiety is a disorder that takes over how your mind works. Some people think anxiety runs in your genes, but not necessarily. Somebody in your family might have it, but that doesn't mean you will also have it. According to the ADAA.org, people with this disorder, which is also referred to as GAD, experience worry and tension. They also seem to expect the worst out of something for no reason. Look at it this way. If you don't have anxiety and you seem to worry about things often, imagine what people go through with anxiety. It's very rough, but they can't control it. Anxiety can affect your life in many different ways. The way you associate with people can become harder for you. The way it affects your work environment, and it also can affect your sleeping pattern. Socialphobia.org said although people with anxiety want to be friendly, open, and sociable, it's the fear anxiety that holds them back. Many times when people like this have to talk to others, it becomes very awkward for them. Unlike many of us, we can hold a conversation for hours. Their mind doesn't allow them to. Living in the world we do today, it's hard for somebody to live a comfortable life without having a job. So when somebody with anxiety is forced to find a job, it's not easy for them. Employees say that 50% of anxiety and stress often impacts their work environment, and 51% often impacts their relationship with coworkers and peers, says ADAA.org. I'm not sure about you, but when I don't get enough sleep at night, I'm not a very happy person the next day. Well, sleepless nights are also a disorder when having anxiety. When trying to fall asleep, your mind doesn't allow you to just shut it off. It starts to make you worry and think about everything that's going on. Anxiety can cause serious nights without sleep. Managing anxiety can also be very difficult. There are different ways to manage it, either by taking medicine or just by not trying to let it affect your life. Medicine is required the last resort of anxiety treatment. That's because anxiety coping requires you to train your mind to handle stress day-to-day living. When you use medicine to cope with your anxiety, you start to depend on the medication, says CalmClinic.com. The best way to help you manage your anxiety is to not take it on so much responsibility at once. Don't overwhelm yourself. Yes, there are some people out there that do take medicine and it controls their anxiety a lot more. It just depends how you want to deal with your anxiety disorders. Clearly, anxiety isn't an uncommon disorder, so understanding what anxiety is, how it affects your life, and how to manage it will help us better understand what people go through in their everyday lives. Now we might be able to help and teach others how you can still live a normal life even if you have anxiety. So when people say anxiety doesn't exist, you can let them know it really does. Nobody should have to hold back their dreams in life just because they have this type of disorder.